Okay, so these are the funky 7th chord shapes. Starting on the 6th string, that's an E. You have the regular 7th chord E shape. And if you just kind of drop the bass notes there, you're left with those top 4 notes. You can add your pinky on the 1st string, that's the 14th fret in this case. Or you can add your pinky on the 15th fret on the 2nd string. At the dot. Or you can add it at the 14th fret. So if you slide this stuff, that's all just on that basic 1 chord shape. It's all pinky. Pinky, pinky, pinky. So those are all shapes to the right of the root note, E shapes. If you want to go up a little bit from there, you find the octave, go a little bit farther to the right, find the octave on the 14th fret, 4th string, and use a D7 shape. So 14, 16, 15, and 16. There's one more there if you want to get it, but we won't bother with that one right now. And you can do chromatics on any of these notes. So if I'm doing that with my finger on the 14th fret of the 2nd string, I can go chromatically up to that. Or if I'm using my middle finger on the 13th fret, go chromatically up to that. Or if I'm playing here, I can go up to the root. There I just went chromatically to the ring finger. Same thing up here. And you can go backwards too. There I'm picking the 1st string and going chromatically down to the root note. So those are all chords, basically just 2 of them really, with the E7 and all those pinky versions and the D7 shape, that are all to the right of the 6th string root note. To the left of the 6th string root note, you have this little 9th chord. So 11, 12, 11, 12 there on the middle strings. And if you, that's a 9th chord. If you want to get the 7th chord, put your middle finger on the 6th string. Just get those bottom 3 notes. You can do the same little chord tone approaches. Adding a couple little approach tones whenever you're strumming this. Add some little rhythmic flavor to them, some melodic kind of flavor. So right now we're working on the 6th string still on that E, and these shapes are all to the left of that 6th string. Again, add your middle finger on the 6th string, or bring it back to the 9th chord. And one more little voicing there. Take your pinky and put it on the 1st string. Take your pointer and put it on the 2nd string and stretch it out. So here it ends on 9 on the 2nd string, and your pinky's on 12 on the 1st string. And again, you can take any of those notes and do little chromatics. Melodic additions to the chord. So 3 shapes so far to the left. If here's the root, you put your middle finger there, or to the 9th, by bringing your middle finger down to the 3rd string, or add your pinky on the 1st string and stretch to the 2nd string. Right there, where your pointer finger is where this 7th chord voicing is. So the 9th fret and the 10th fret and the 1st string. So we'll come back to that one in a minute. Those are all of them, based around the 6th string. So to the left, again, the root notes here. We have that 9th chord. We have the one where you move your pinky and pointer up. There's the 9th chord again. We have the one where you move your middle finger down to the root note. And also, if we go back to that one where the pinky and pointer moved up, right there where the pointer finger is where this other 7th chord shape is. Those are all to the left. To the right, we have the E7 chord. And you just take the top 4 strings, add your pinky on the 1st string, 14th fret. Add your pinky on the 2nd string, 15th or 14th. You can do a lot, just sliding that around. Mix that together with the ones on the left. And go to the octave D right here and do the D7 shape. You got a little more of the fretboard. That covers all the fretboard from the 9th fret to the 16th fret. And again, add little notes. I'm just adding chromatics. All the shapes around the 6th string. If you go to that same note on the 5th string, just find the unison. You can kind of center it with the 9th chord. That's the middle finger on the root, 7th fret. Or just use your ring finger. That's again to the left, a little bit to the left. All the notes are either in line with that root note or we have one note to the left. Another left facing shape on the 5th string is that Beatles, the C7 shape. And the other one right there is take that pointer finger, replace it with your middle, put the pointer finger on the 5th string, same fret, and use your pinky and ring to get the middle 2 strings, the 3rd and 4th strings, 1 fret above it. So here at the 8th fret. I'm sorry, the 6th fret. So we're at 5, 6, 6, and 5. And the way to find that is, here's your 5th string root. You have the 9th chord, the 7th chord, the Beatles chord. Then you have this 13th chord by finding your middle finger on that same root note. So those are all left-facing shapes. Find the root here. All these notes are either on that note or to the left. And by the way, that one is right there by the 7th chord that we just did up an octave, the D shape. So those are going to connect right there. So again, you have the 9th chord, the 7th chord, the Beatles chord, and this little 13th chord. Move your middle finger down to that same note. Here's your pointer, middle finger there. Pointer finger on the 5th string and cover up the middle 2 strings with your pinky and ring. If you want to go to the other side, take that same note, put your pointer on it, bar, and make the A7 shape. And there's some variations that, if you refinger that with your ring in middle, same chord, but with your pinky free, you can kind of slide your pinky around again. On the 1st string, there at the 9th fret or the 10th fret. And if you look at that little set of notes right there, that's where the bar goes for this pointer, 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 and middle finger shape, 9, 9, 9, and 10 shape. And if you remember, that's where we kind of connected with the 6-string shapes. So you come full circle at that point. The 5th string shapes again are, find that same note. You can start with the 9th chord and go left to the Beatles chord, use your middle finger there, and get the 13th chord. Go back up. If you want to go to the right, bar it and put an A7 shape. Refinger that and add your pinky on the 1st string. And right there is where that barred shape is. And that connects right back over to the 6-string shapes. So you move all the way through all these. And at the end of this one, the 13th chord, is where we have the D7 shape again. So that goes right back down to the E7 shape. So you come completely full circle on the fretboard with those shapes. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, really all one shape there, just adding pinky. 2, the D7 shape. Here we have the 9th chord shape, that's 3, a variation of that, 3 1/2, 3 basic shapes, but a couple variations. And then here we have the bar, we have the A shape with some variations. And then, so it's what, 4 or 5. And now we have the Beatles shape, the 9th shape, 7th shape. So fewer than 10 shapes, depending on how you count them. There's really not too much to learn. And you can do that in every chord. So if I'm playing on E, you can start on either E. Same thing. So there's my A on the 6th string. Use all those little added notes. Go to the D shape. Go to the left facing shape, so that little 9th chord, the 6th string, and there's my bar. If I want to go up from there, here's my 6th string. Here's all the pinky added notes. Here's the D7 shape. And right from there, that's where I'm back on this 5th string shape, set of shapes. So the Beatles chord, the 13th chord, the 9th chord, the A7 shape, variations, and then the bar, 7th chord, then I'm right back up to the 6th string again. So I can do all those in. Where am I? Taking that 9th chord and kind of running up to each of the notes. And go to the 4th string. I was just kind of doing the same thing with each of those shapes. The D shape. Then down to here, then to here. So you get just an endless world of being able to kind of approach every note and every chord along the way on the fretboard. Add approach tones up and down. That should be enough to get it. I'm going to play a little bit. E. B, A, E.